Not just a couple on screen. Oat's accident reveals the depth of Boat's true feelings. A tragedy that shook millions. The entertainment world has seen scandals, breakups, and shocking announcements, but few incidents have struck the global audience with the same intensity as the tragic accident involving Oat. For fans who had admired him for years, the news was already heartbreaking. But what made this incident unforgettable was not just Oat's condition. It was Boat's emotional collapse, a rare glimpse into the soul of someone who had long kept his most vulnerable emotions hidden. Boat, usually charismatic and full of energy, was visibly devastated. He didn't hide behind smiles or crafted statements. Instead, he showed the world that when someone you love is in pain, nothing else matters. Not fame, not schedules, not image. His heartbreak became the most genuine proof, yet that their relationship was far more than an on-screen fantasy. Their journey, from co-stars to soulbound. To truly grasp why Boat's reaction resonated so deeply, one must revisit the story of Oat and Boat's rise. 1. The first collaboration. Their initial project together might have seemed like another casting decision, but it ignited instant chemistry. Their scenes felt effortless, their laughter off-screen was genuine, and their comfort with each other was undeniable. 2. Growing popularity. With every new appearance, whether in dramas, reality shows, or interviews, the bond between them became harder to ignore. Fans noticed the little things. How Boat's eyes softened when Oat spoke, how Oat laughed the hardest at Boat's jokes, how they supported each other through personal struggles. 3. The rise of the Oatboat fandom. Soon, hashtags like #OatBoatForever and #OurBoys were trending. Fans built entire communities, organizing charity events in their name, writing fanfiction, and editing hours of compilations showcasing their sweetest moments. 4. Rumors and denials. As expected, media outlets picked up on the chemistry and began speculating about their real relationship. Both Oat and Boat remained neutral, insisting they were just good friends, yet their actions often told a different story. This background made the accident not just tragic, it became the breaking point where all the speculation and quiet wonderings collided with reality. The accident and Boat's breakdown. When news broke that Oat had been in a serious accident, fans held their breath. Rumors swirled, ranging from minor injuries to critical conditions. But nothing was as powerful as the images and accounts of Boat rushing to his side, crying uncontrollably, refusing to be consoled. For years, fans had wondered, was this bond real, or was it carefully maintained for publicity? In that moment, all doubts evaporated. Boat abandoned everything. Scheduled appearances were canceled. He was seen outside the hospital for hours, pacing, breaking down, then gathering himself again. His grief was public. Unlike other celebrities who hide during crises, Boat's tears were witnessed by fans, press, and even strangers. His love was undeniable. Every sob, every tremble, every desperate glance toward the hospital doors screamed louder than any press statement ever could. Boat had always been admired as an actor. But that night, he became more than a star. He became a man whose love for Oat could no longer be masked. A world united in worry. The ripple effect was immediate. Across Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and fan forums, millions poured out their emotions. #PrayForOat trended worldwide within hours. Fans organized virtual vigils, live streaming themselves lighting candles, praying, or simply replaying old Oat and Boat clips to feel closer to them. Artists created emotional fan art of Boat holding Oat's hand, symbolizing their bond and resilience. The comments told the story of a collective heartbreak. Boat's reaction broke me. That's not acting. That's love. We shipped them for years. Tonight, Boat proved it was never just shipping. If Oat doesn't know how deeply he is loved, I hope he sees Boat's tears and understands. It wasn't just about a celebrity in pain. It became a shared emotional experience where millions felt they were part of the same fragile moment. Rumors turned to reality. Before the accident, the Oat-Boat relationship was always shrouded in what-ifs. Fans speculated, journalists probed, and gossip columns exaggerated. But Boat's grief tore down the walls of denial. Journalists admitted what fans had long said. This was more than a working partnership. Celebrities quietly showed support. Some posted cryptic messages hinting at knowing the truth about their closeness. Fans demanded recognition. Many began calling on the industry to stop dismissing Oatboat as a marketing gimmick and acknowledge the authenticity of their relationship. For the first time, the world stopped asking if Oat and Boat were real. Instead, the question became, how deep does it go? Boat's humanity shines through. In an industry built on perfect smiles and polished images, Boat's unguarded breakdown was revolutionary. He didn't care about cameras. He didn't prepare a public statement. He didn't shield his emotions for the sake of his career. He simply loved out loud, in front of everyone. This raw vulnerability made him more admired than ever. Fans called him the bravest man in entertainment, not for acting in difficult roles, but for allowing the world to see him at his weakest, and therefore, his most human. The cultural weight of their story. The Oatboat tragedy quickly became more than just a celebrity incident. It sparked discussions in talk shows, online debates, and even cultural analysis. Can love survive in the spotlight? Do celebrities deserve privacy in moments of pain, or is the public entitled to witness everything? Is vulnerability a risk or a strength in today's entertainment industry? Some critics argued that Boat's public grief proved that celebrity culture had gone too far, forcing stars to live their private heartbreaks in front of cameras. Others countered that it was precisely this openness that made him so beloved. Lessons their story teaches. The unfolding tragedy holds deeper truths. 1. Love speaks louder than words. Boat never confirmed their relationship, but his actions screamed the truth. 2. Fame doesn't erase humanity. No matter how famous someone becomes, heartbreak and love remain the same. 3. Vulnerability inspires strength. Fans drew courage from Boat's openness, realizing that even icons can cry. Looking ahead, hope and healing. As the world waits for updates on Oat's condition, fans are holding on to one hope, that this tragedy will one day become a story of survival and renewed strength. And for Boat, whether he chooses to remain private or open up further, one thing is certain, his love has already been revealed to the world. The Oatboat story is no longer just an on-screen fantasy. It is a living testimony of what it means to stand by someone in their darkest hour. Final reflection. The accident that almost took Oat away gave fans something unexpected, a glimpse into the truest, rawest form of love. Boat's grief was not for cameras, not for headlines, it was for Oat and Oat alone. And now, no one can deny it. The Oatboat story has crossed the line from scripted fiction into timeless reality, a story of devotion, heartbreak, and hope that fans will carry with them forever.